Hey folks, today I was thinking about something and I wanted to make a video about it. You ever remember the old adage, the old saying, kids should be seen and not heard? I've heard that so many times throughout my childhood, and it was always followed with a giggle, you know. But I've always taken things literally. Even as an adult, I have trouble learning. I can't tell if someone's joking a lot of times. I'm listening for the real story, and they're like, here comes a punchline, and I'm like, oh, ho, 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 ho. You know? And I think I have a great personality, but I just occasionally, I'm just too literal. So I always was told, you don't get to say anything. You don't get to ask. For instance, can we go do such and such? Can we go do this? No. Okay, you shut the fuck up. You don't ask why. You don't get a question. You don't get a say so, you don't get a voice. So for years I stood back in the corners, and that's, I'm not just blaming my childhood. I mean, we all have our certain personalities. And now a lot of things are not done on purpose either. It's just saying that it's nice to have finally found a voice. And now I'm recording so many videos and posting in different areas on media, social media, that I just want to help people. And I want to, it really fired me up when I was told a few times that that made me think of something. My shirt says whiskey helps, if you can see it. Whiskey does not fucking help. That's why it's funny, okay? I don't take it literally every time. But I got a story to tell you about this shirt in a minute. I love helping people, and I love the idea that I've motivated some people, and mostly through the Power of You course that I took that was formed by Mel Robbins, who wrote the 5-Second Rule and other things. She's done many things. Kick Ass with Mel Robbins is her brand new Audible. It's I guess you call it a book, but it's not really. It's an Audible online book where she interviews people and helps them figure out. She's very in tuned with that. Like, she seems like a psychologist, but by trade she was a lawyer, an attorney. Anyway, I really like Mel Robbins, and I've been so motivated by her. I took her course twice, actually. I took it in the fall, right after a breakup of 5 years, and helped me to change it. She's very good at helping you with courage, clarity, and confidence. And she's not religious, so to speak, outwardly. And so it's kind of something fresh for me, because everything I was ever raised in or been around has always been, everything has to be this way. It has to be this way. And so she was a breath of fresh air, and it just feels good to be motivated by someone. And you can read their books, and she was so involved in the course that she taught every day, doing videos to us as a group. So then we all had a live event in Vegas where I got this coffee mug that changes colors when it's hot or cold. I ended up with 2 of them because one of my friends from Michigan, Wendy, left hers. But her husband got his, so and I'm gonna save it for her. But just wanted to touch base and let you guys in on that idea of kids should be seen and not heard of. You gotta stop saying bullshit like that. Whether or not you're joking or not, or going around saying these little things, stick with kids. They did with me. I mean, the stories I've heard, I'd hear stories where when I went to bed, I didn't want to I thought something was under my bed. Demons, stories of demons and stuff that little kids should just don't need to hear about. I mean, this is not a rebuke or a slander of any kind. It's just personal experience has shown me that at 46-year-old, you finally have a voice. You know, at least I never knew I did. You know, there was moments and times of confidence and things like that, but some of it was cockiness. There were certain age ranges where I became cocky, and I would say things, but that's not right. That's not. I never had confidence to say things. I mean, I can walk into a room now, and I think it just kind of, the energy flows out of you that people know if you know what you're talking about, and they know when you don't. And I don't always know what I'm talking about. But the times I do feel confident, I want to talk about it. The last thing I want to tell you is about the shirt. So I had this shirt. I bought it once when I was in Northern California last summer. And I thought it was funny. So I bought it and I wore it. I loved it. It was very comfortable. Different shirt though. That shirt, I have such strange ways of thinking sometimes that I decided I need to throw that shirt away because it's going to influence one of my loved ones to drink a fucking shirt. But at the time, I threw away a perfectly good shirt because of a little joke on it that says whiskey helps. And that reminded me that maybe I was taking myself too seriously with stinking thinking. I didn't make up that word, but stinking thinking, where you stay in here. You gotta open. And that's what I've done ever since September 22nd of 2017. That's when I became alive. I opened. I began to open. And just listen. You can't stay inside your bubble where there's no outside influences to checks and balances are so important in this world, in this growth cycle, in this life we have. So anyway, I guess that's about it for today, y'all. That's my 2 cents. Keep the change. In fact, embrace the change.